Last time on Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
I have here defendant. Sarah laughed before I even did the.
Yes, she loved
I
the
have
anticipation.
here defendant Zak Gramarye's sworn deposition. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time.
Snuck, no sneaking or snooking.
It was 10 minutes before I left the room, and the victim was
Still alive.
After he snooked it.
After he sneaked.
How could the doctor be so precise with the time? Recall what we heard earlier about the victim Magnifi Gramarye's schedule. Every night at 11 o'clock, Magnifi took an IV drip for 30 minutes. You could just measure the remaining IV liquid. Precisely. The IV had stopped 10 minutes after administration began. If that IV had not been there, why, you might be a suspect.
I might say it's thanks to my unlucky color. And that IV, too. I think 'twas hued especially for me.
Mr. Valant, your lucky colors betrayed you. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene.
Mr. Valant, look at the IV bag.
It would be hard to call the IV liquid yellow.
I mixed up looking at the IV bag with the urine bag on the side of his bed.
And to think, you almost had me. What color is the IV bag itself?
Looks like a light blue.
Precisely. Figured it out yet? You've just proven something rather grave. The liquid in the IV is yellow, yes. But how did this witness know that? The IV liquid is the only evidence proving the time of death. What if the amount of IV liquid had increased? I have another way to prove my case. This is the victim Magnifi Gramarye's diary. Read the very last part. This journal may end here or it may go on. The victim's diary does not go on.
Is the victim diary like another word for like a death note or something?
It's the wish version of... Mum, I want the death note. We have the death note at home. Death note at home.
Victim diary.
I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnifi Gramarye.
This is the continuation of the victim's diary.
Which means that the victim was still alive after Zak Gramarye left, leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor, Valant Gramarye.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays Ace Apollo Justice TM Attorney TM.
Oh, for God's sake.
Where we play the games and do the other thing.
Baby.
Probably the voices.
The voices, I think.
I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Taylor. Why are you
Nice.
laughing?
Why'd you pan away from me?
You can't even get the title of the game right.
They know what it is. It's on screen.
You could read it right and give it some justice.
Apollo Justice. Boom, got him.
Painter? And you are somehow related to this case?
No. Well, not per se.
I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is?
Oh, yeah. I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I made it.
You what? You made it?
Yes. You might call it one of my works.
The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zak Gramarye.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Illegal evidence?
I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large, Drew Misham has another side, you might say. He is skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words. Forgeries?
Well, So are we to understand that this page here is...
A fake, prepared by a certain defense attorney. Objection!
No.
Hold it! Wait, no, I said objection. I didn't prepare this evidence. Objection!
That's not how it looks to me.
Ah, the attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume, but what is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Witness! Mr. Misham, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client?
I don't know.
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want and receive my payment. That's the extent of my contract with them.
Objection! But, there's no proof this is a fake!
It's a fake.
Huh?
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works. I can say, without a doubt, this is mine.
Oh, bother.
Oh, no.
Looks like you are waist deep in the scheisse now, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright, you have just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court.
It was careless of me. That's all I can say.
Ooh, old boy. Here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
It was all a trap. A fatal trap.
Mr. Wright,
Yes.
do you have an explanation for yourself?
Yes, a small child gave it to me in the lobby.
Don't blame me.
If I did, would the court hear it?
Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime. Presenting it in court is a serious mistake. Fatal mistake for an attorney.
Fatal too, perhaps, for your client, I fear. Ugh. Tell me, what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one. Objection! Your Honor, wait. I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime. But you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual.
I am sorry, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor? Another close call, I dare say. If the prosecutor's office hadn't received that hot tip, everything would have gone the way you wanted it to, yeah. I even gave you a chance. Too bad you decided not to sink before embarrassing yourself.
I see no need for further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
could I ask your name?
After you've just ruined my life, you mean? Yeah, sure. Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Wright, I have seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
Great.
I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way. This trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must...
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Zak?
There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken.
You what, mate?
I most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
What? Except, tell me, how do you plan on announcing your verdict
If I disappear!
when your defendant does not exist?
Doesn't exist? What are you talking about?
I am talking about this.
Oh, shoot!
Mr. Enigma!
Wow!
Zoom.
The defendant escaped! Find him, quick!
Bailiff! Those all exits from the building!
Yeah, right, all right on it, boss.
On the double! He must not be allowed to escape!
I'm trying. I'm running as fast as my little legs will carry me. But it's not here.
That day in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shady Enigmar, aka Zak Gramarye, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again. Not since that day.
This is the Gramarye miracle.
No verdict was declared. After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zak Gramarye vanished, along with him for all eternity. The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however. But not until 7 years later.
Ew.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think we probably want to
Yeah,
save.
I think the save would be
Unless
good.
you want to go back to me using that accent. Why are you being quiet? That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt.
But do you? Do you really?
The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself. Which of Magnifi Gramarye's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant, Zak Gramarye, go?
Well, I think he's dead, mate.
Probably.
What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? Why did Trucy set me up? I mean, what about the girl who was left behind? He really did just dip. He was like,
Yeah.
nope.
Oh. Oh, it's the
Matrix.
Matrix.
The Matrix system.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
Are we in the flippin' animus now or something?
I say it looks like it.
The Abinus.
Hey.
The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. We're in Minority Report or something now. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, we must chase the truth through then and now.
Interesting.
Think of it as a game. I'm in your mind now.
I'm in
Phoenix
danger.
Wright will be your guide through this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended, half finished, when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Megadema.
Taylor, you're spoiling the serious bit.
My Magitama. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself.
We get to use the psyche logs again.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Well now, shall we begin? Use LB and RB to jump between the past and present.
Arby's?
Hobbies.
But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play.
Oh, this is crazy.
Interesting.
This is pretty cool.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay. I'm just playing, sorry. Okay, so I guess, what do we do? I guess, do we click? He said let's begin then, but which one does he want us to do?
I guess let's start at the
defendant lobby?
detention center.
I guess so.
Oh, that,
We
yeah.
must begin at the beginning. Yeah.
The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away. But I figured I'm the only one who could do this. Probably. And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away.
7 years ago, detention center visitors
Defendant
room.
center.
What strange sight doth mine eyes behold?
Excuse me?
2 men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet, it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines.
There's been no proof that I forged anything.
Nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet, these chains cannot hold me for long, because they're invisible and non-existent. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you?
A little piano and a cold little hole in the wall.
Wow, he's got it figured out that quickly. Since you're here, what shall we discuss?
The shooting of Zak Gramarye, for one. Who pulled that trigger? Valant? Or his partner, Zak? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start.
All right, then. End inquiry. Hello. The fateful trial. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent.
Yes. He made my attorney's badge disappear, and he never even touched it.
Good one. The glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation.
Revealing what?
Zak Gramarye killed Magnify. It's as good as a signed confession.
That's certainly been public opinion's take on it.
I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare.
I didn't need to know that.
What?
The time of my release is near. I said I didn't need to know that.
Oh, for I'm like, what did I mess up? What'd I do? God damn it, Taylor, you and your sexy sex mind. Always thinking about
Sexy
sex stuff.
mind. You admire his mind. You think his mind is sexy. do
No. I would say slip of the tongue, but I know he'll take it out of
you?
context.
Hey!
Ooh, misses. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away?
As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valant. And also,
Yes.
now that my partner has disappeared, Magnify's repertoire is mine.
Just as I planned. I mean,
Valant Gramarye has a tradition to uphold.
Is that true?
Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of You can't pay for that kind of publicity.
Or the ability to talk, either.
Shut up!
The suspicion on you hasn't been lifted entirely, Valant. After all,
I'm suspicious
you
of you.
you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnify's instructions as your partner.
So I was. But only Zak Gramarye followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot.
I'm more interested in learning something else, actually.
What might that be?
I want to know what Magnify had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him?
The trick up his sleeve? Perhaps you do not know.
Know what?
A great magician never reveals his secrets. Oh, there's a lock up.
Oh,
there's one or
it's
two.
been a minute. It's been a minute.
Oh! At least say we get the tune as well.
Well, I'd think
I
so.
didn't think it would be that easy.
Like, presumably when we use the Magitama.
Yeah.
The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the sunlight. Spotlight, rather.
Spotlight.
I know!
You don't use sunlight for a stage, Pete.
Bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight.
They might have done many years ago when the stages were outside.
Yeah, maybe they did. Maybe they used mirrors to reflect it so that it was kind of like spotlights. I don't know. Could have
They
done
just
all
have to
sorts
be
of
careful because otherwise they focus it on a person's head and then it starts to burn
Yep.
like
and
an
that,
ant.
And that is how suntan lotion got invented.
History with disillusioned Pete.
His story.
Inaccurate histories by Disillusion.
Inaccurate his story with
Oh,
Disillusion
for
played.
God's sake.
My Magatama. One of
Right.
my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case.
I just thought it's slip in the random context, which I got randomly on a car boot sale. It only cost me 50 cents, and I was like, "Oh, I like this."
Would
shiny,
you believe I
this
found that at a garage sale?
this cute little shiny stone?
You know that's not true, Mr. Nick.
Oh no!
Well, I don't see Maya here, so
He just
it can show me the.
he just has the voice of Pearl haunting him in the back of his mind.
It can show me the locks on people's hearts,
It's the sound
Kingdom
of her winding
Hearts.
up her fist.
and if I can unlock their kingdom hearts, they'll tell me
Oh.
their secrets. The Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it when I hit them in the head with it.
The Magatama, the Magitama, the Mugatuba. Oh, it's 3D.
Woo!
Oh,
It's 3D now.
is that an upgrade? Go on, do the tune, do the tune, do the tune.
The twick up his sleeve.
Ah,
There we
yes.
I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder.
Yes. Our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales.
And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing murder? My guess, it was a matter of life or death.
Care to explain?
Your troupe lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier, the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it?
Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Do we have proof of the danger?
No. Unless, I don't think we can.
Oh,
read
actually, yeah, the
diary.
pistol. Yeah, because they're shooting at each other.
But does it make sense in the context he's describing?
I don't.
Yeah, because no, that was part of their show.
Oh,
was
so
shooting at
often
each other
means
with the
danger.
pistols.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah.
Take that!
Although it's not. Stop. But why? That's one of ours.
Specifically designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet. One shot.
One kill. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers.
I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valant. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident.
Zak and Valance, quick draw shoot 'em. How long has it been since those shots were last heard?
Was the shooting canceled because someone might get hurt?
Of course. What other reason could there be?
Well, it could have been canceled because someone had already been hurt.
Fascinating. My Faustian forging friend. But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol?
Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage?
The performance of magic is not
Oh!
the performance of magic is not concerned with what ifs.
That's what happened with La Mirror, I bet. She's the one who got shot, and that's why she lost her memory.
Maybe. It is concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim we shot?
Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. A life was sacrificed so that the show might go on, and this shows who it was.
We haven't got a picture.
No, we don't.
I feel we're gonna need more.
So do we need to... Yeah, so let's come away from this.
I may not have enough evidence right now to pull this off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork.
So this might be where we end the inquiry and go somewhere else.
Yeah, I feel
Well, we
like...
end the episode.
No, I didn't say episode, I said inquiry.
We'll have to find out next time.
Defendant lobby number 2. Yes.
Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over.
Ah, Your Honor. Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Zak?
there is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about this.
Poof.
Poof.
Mr. Enigmar! The defendant's escaped! Find him, quick!
Bailiff, close all exits from the building.
Yeah, all right, I'm going as fast as my little legs will carry me.
On the double.
I'm
He must
trying.
not be allowed to escape.
Oh, he's already gone.
What?
Your Honor, I'm afraid he's been allowed to escape.
Curses.
God damn it.
When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching.
Like a phantom pain.
Oh wait, no, that's just the rash. I should really put some cream on that.
Should get some cream for that.
Like a phantom pain.
Oh, God.
Why are we here? Is it just to suffer?
Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate.
Gumshoe?
Hey, you there, sir?
Oh, Meekins!
Oh, God, Meek.
Hey, you there, sir! Down to the head! Down to the hands! Floor to your head! Now! What's the big idea? Oh, my ears! No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here! What? but that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed. I just say it like it is, sir. And it's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there is only now, sir.
Jesus.
Okay. You're the bailiff, right? You don't have a Cockney accent. Yes, sir! Court bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir!
Meekins, yeah. I like that his badge has him doing the exact same pose he's doing now.
I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as... this is just turning into Brushel again.
I was going to say, it's becoming Brushel.
Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir! It was me, sir! But you were a regular police officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing?
The gavel.
I'm dying over here! Ow! It's a hard knock life, sir!
Okay.
Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Oh, guess I wasn't the only victim.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The last time we met, you were a police officer, right? I remember you having a really annoying voice then, too. In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this. But last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. Haha. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. I refuse to talk in a Cockney accent. I won't.
You talk in an accent like it, Meekins.
For God's sake, Meekins. If you talk
It's established at this point, everyone's got to do it.
It's important. You will fall in line.
No! I will not! But your uniform... I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. That can't be legal. So, you were the one who let the magician get away that day? I'm dying over here! A star rises above the court bailiff's full hope. Then, tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zak Gramarye's disappearance? The humanity! That's enough of that.
I just love the sound, hearing the sound of Taylor getting stressed out visibly. It's just like, oh my God.
Why, yes. I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard a commotion in court.
Monotaro?
Yes, I know. I've only got so many high-pitched voices.
No, it wasn't the whole time. It hasn't been, but just then, it was Monotaro.
I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open! Slam! And some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face!
Face!
Oh my head.
So, you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes! And I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. I chased that silk hat all the way down to the house, sir!
Silk hat, okay.
I have a diagram of the court building here. Now, without screaming, can you please... Aha! There's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir! All by myself. Very afraid to call my own.
Oh boy.
Okay. And which way did Zak Gramarye run after bursting through the courtroom door? He went up like this and then around the corner like that.
Mr. Silk Hat, Mr. Top Hat.
Mr. Silk Hat,
Bring me
ruin my job.
So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay.
Wait.
When I turned the corner, I saw the magic man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room.
See, I'm gonna be honest. I've always thought of the lobbies as being like a sort of a room with a door on both ends of it, and you come in
Yeah.
one end and go out the other end.
Yeah.
I've always thought of it that way for some reason, not like a room with only one door, or one entrance rather.
Uh-oh, is it a locked room mystery?
I remember it like it was right there, because it was lobby number 2, sir.
You ran into this room? Huh. I don't see any place to hide in here.
Behind the couch, maybe.
Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. It was just gone.
Ah! That's impossible.
Can you please stop doing that?
Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying.
Okay. I won't say it again. Promise, just put the megaphone down. For the love of God. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air.
Difficult to vanish in a thin air.
Difficult to vanish. Did you search the lobby?
No, he just used the look command, not the search command, and so he didn't do it.
Why the pause?
Nothing here at all, sir. That's right. Nothing was here, sir.
Taylor, I swear, if you keep going, we're just gonna be like, is Taylor saying anything? Is anything happening? I just hear squealing.
Just hear dogs
And
howling
then
in the background.
I was gonna ask if any of this is intelligible or not.
Like kinda, like just about.
How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something? So Zak was in this room when he vanished.
Absolutely, sir. I saw it with my own eyes.
Wait a minute. Wait, Makins, you're starting to get the cockney. You actually started to.
No, will not refuse.
I didn't think you were gonna do it. I
I
thought
knew you had it in you.
You made such a big point about how you weren't going to be Cockney that I was absolutely gobsmacked I was to hear you start speaking it just now.
I'll pick off you.
Oh, naughty.
2 gavels in 1. Naughty.
That's Red Silk Hat, that flowing cape. He ran right in here. Right inside this room.
Silk hat, cape. Oh, that's Zak, all right.
I like the idea that this isn't you putting a voice on for Nick now. This is just this is just how you sound after doing Meekins, like straight after doing Meekins. It's like, oh, yeah, it's me, Taylor. Hello.
But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide.
I mean, behind the couch, under the couch, maybe.
Shut it.
Yeah,
Under?
I don't know.
He was a big guy.
Under the couch.
Look, Meekins didn't exactly do a good job, did he? Let's be honest.
Hey, that's beautiful.
I'm sorry, that was inaudible.
It was very hurtful.
Audible.
Sir, there was nothing I could do but nothing, sir.
Oh, what about now? Have any ideas?
Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
You've had quite a bit of time since then.
Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that?
He had a sofa outfit.
Oh, for God's sake.
And so what happened is as he ran into the room, he quickly slipped into his sofa outfit, and so no one would be any the wiser. No one would be the wiser.
No, actually what he did was he disguised himself as the couch, but then he had a stain on it. And he's like, yes, they will have to remove the couch in order to clean it. And then, when they've removed the couch, that is how I will make my escape.
Remove the couch.
Maybe he disguised himself as that ashtray there at the side. Well,
Oh
I
my
presume
God.
it's an ashtray.
Or the plant.
Or the plant.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's still there to that day.
He just never left.
Psyche locks?
Oh, I should have known.
He used his last great trick, which was to literally turn into a plant, and now he just can't move because he's a plant. Because he's a plant now.
He photosynthesized into a plant.
Alrighty, kaboom, kaboom.
Alrighty. What you hiding?
I'm looking at
Deacons?
the waveforms on my audio, and I'm just like, this is not going to be good.
My ears are not good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I do use a limiter. Like,
Thank God.
But I'm thinking about that one guy who was like, we should stop screeching. And it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Ooh, sorry, guy.
Sorry.
Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. All right, I'm for the sake of everyone, I'm gonna. hey! Oh! What's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden? You know something, and I'm going to find out what. Zak Gramarye vanished from this room. How'd he do it?
How, sir? Well, I can't say as sir.
Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something?
Well, sir, I see that at the time, sir, I was here and there was a raid in Pokemon Go, and I really had to get the thing, and listen, it was impossible. What could such a little girl possibly do anyway?
Oh.
Huh.
What did you just say?
Sir, did I just say something, sir? Oh, no, not me, no.
No, you screamed it through that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there?
Sir, I'm gonna have to just invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking!
It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zak's accomplice was. I know who was here in this room that day.
A widow girl. Little
It's just a widow girl. Take that!
Sorry.
I've never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it.
Got him.
Sir, that day she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't.
You mean you chased her into this room? Not him?
Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days. Okay, days. I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was not how to mistake. It was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot-tall magician.
Wow.
He's a big lad.
7 feet? Zak isn't that tall, is he?
I was literally about to say that.
Is he like? He's like a little short guy. He's like 7 whole
He's just a little guy.
He's
He's just
actually,
a little guy.
He's the height of 7 shoes.
That's it. No. See, the thing was, he looks like he's 7 feet tall, but he's actually like 3 feet tall. And so when to do his disappearing act, he just jumped off of his stilts. And then he just ran away.
Oh, God.
God.
You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zak Gramarye.
Oh, was it Mr.
I wonder if
Hat?
it was Mr. Hat.
Oh, that's interesting. I'd not considered that.
No, you'd not considered Hat.
Oh.
Gotham. But you saw something. And therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar?
Is it the gun?
Gotten.
No.
No, I don't.
I think we probably are out of evidence here.
We've hit a dead end again.
Yeah, so I guess we'll need a bit of evidence that's about Mr. Hat, right?
Yeah.
So no, off we go.
Mr. Hat.
Mr. Hat.
Wow, we need Mr.
It
Hat.
wasn't me, it was Mr. Hat.
Mr. Hat. Okay, so I guess which will
my
probably
flipping voice.
I'm not surprised.
which we'll probably manage to get from the Wright & Co. law officers, right?
I would imagine
think.
so, yeah.
Because this will be where truth.
To the audience, I am sorry about the screeching. I apologize.
When you were flicking through when we were flicking through where to go next, I'm sure
Yes.
in the Drew studio one of the paintings looked like the Thinker, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure if I saw the Thinker or not, or it was just
Yeah, maybe.
a blob.
We'll have a look. We'll have a look in a minute.
Oh, morning, Daddy.
Oh, I'm so glad you came.
You okay?
The judge?
Shut up, you.
You okay, Daddy? They picking on you.
I'm fine as always. This old boy is here to help me, after all.
That's young man to you?
Why, I'm significantly younger than you.
Ah, good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
Jesus.
Oh.
Wow. Just that they're gonna get her on stage at like 6. Wowzers.
No, I think her first show was that disappearing trick.
Oh. Okay. Good thing. Interesting. Yeah.
2 weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office.
Oh no.
no. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. Because you can't keep squatting in my house. It's creepy.
Oh no. People are gonna think you're mine.
Ew.
I, did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while.
This is the sound of Taylor struggling to say these lines about a child because of his own personal take.
Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I said.
7
Tempting
years
fate.
later.
I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. Oh, this is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you.
Oh no, the rumors, they're not true. I swear.
He said I could trust you.
Huh? Really?
So, if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family?
Huh? I guess so. Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney?
Actually, why don't you call me Nick?
Mr. Nick.
Or you can call me Daddy if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything.
Okay. Say, Daddy.
That was quick. Yes?
if I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So, thanks, Daddy! Oh, and this office? It's a little blah.
Oh no, she's spoiled.
A little color goes a long way, you know.
I feel like we've been having this conversation for 2 minutes, and already it's gone from the,
Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 8. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
What the hell?
Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge?
Because I am.
It's like, Jesus.
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
How excited she now sounds.
Well, she's a kid.
So-
she's like innocent.
So as you got fired
could
so
at
terribly.
least kind of look aside or something when you say that. Oh, it's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems too stiff, doesn't it? No one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law if you were to ask some people. But I've beat those people in court repeatedly, so joke's on them.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
You've got me, don't ya? I'm a professional.
Professional...
Yep. After all, I'm directly descended from the famous Zak Gramarye.
Directly descended? He's your father.
Oh. And now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego.
All right then.
Alrighty then.
She's just this bundle of trouble.
Hey, that's mean.
But true.
I'm innocent.
Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, Zak Gramarye?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's so amazing.
Which daddy was that again?
The biggest star of True Gramarye.
Oh.
And they're big.
Oh, I thought so.
The Gramaryes. They were on television a lot. Haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Big magic happens when you put Zak and Valant Gramarye together, you know? Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top?
I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what'll happen to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Oh, foster care probably. I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother.
But I have my magic and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. You know,
Ouch.
I think things are going to be okay.
I just
I
love how
can't help.
innocent she is.
Even if he is unemployed.
I can't help but feel a certain connection to a figure from a long, long time ago.
Who's
An
that,
Airlock Sholmes, who also had a young person who was trying to pay off the mortgage and everything else
Who's
with the
Airlock
talent that she had.
My dear fellow,
Oh, Hurley.
I made plenty of money, I'll have you know, by selling things such as my Stradivarius to the local pawnbroker. Made plenty of money to
And
keep us
all of
afloat.
my inventions that
Well,
you swiftly stole once I'd made them, Hurley.
I mean, I would say that we made them in unison. We made them together as a
Who
team.
did all the legwork, Hurley?
I think it's not important to look at who did the legwork. It's important to think about the final result. It's not the journey, it's the end, as they so frequently
Yes,
say.
the frequent swooping in and taking credit for my work.
I have no idea what you're talking about, frankly. And honestly, I am insulted at these insinuations.
I'm just going to go and mope over here in the corner for a bit.
Oh, don't sulk, Hurley, for goodness sake. You're
Too
a
late.
grown man.
Too late. Where's my Stradivarius? I'd like to play a tune. Oh, darn it, I sold it. I only have the world's smallest violin left.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother.
Not if we don't click on it.
Oh.
So, Trucy, you're a professional?
Yes! It's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs.
What?
What? They say that?
They do?
I always thought it was funny, though.
No kidding.
Must be a British expression.
What?
I've not heard of
What the
it.
hell are you? We don't throw that on us.
Hey.
You know what they say? Baby frogs, they just grow up to be frogs, right? Right?
No.
You what, mate?
What was?
What ones?
Well, baby frogs called tadpoles. Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Right. So, in conclusion,
Nick is really learning how much of a handful she's going to be right now, isn't he?
you're a professional magician, Trucy?
That's right. Well, you want to see a trick?
And is this where we see Mr. Hat?
Yeah, maybe.
You're going to do a magic trick?
Let's do it.
Please, 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 please.
Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
And there he is.
Yay!
Folks, it's Mr. Hat. I gotta say, it's good to be seen.
Yeah!
I'm not that frightening, eh?
Whoa, that was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat! Isn't he great?
Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat, at your service.
This is.
I like that you can see that she's kind of manipulating something under
Yeah.
there and looking to the
Yeah.
side like she is doing, like she is
Yep.
throwing her voice.
Yeah.
He certainly makes an impression. Wait a minute, is he about 7 feet tall?
Yeah.
Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy.
How the hell do you do that? It's just like.
What?
It's
my
quite
routine.
impressive, it's true.
Do get a bit heady at times. Ha! Get it? Heady?
Mr. Hat, that's rude.
Wait, I have no idea what you're
I
talking
know we
about.
were talking about tadpoles, but not those kind of tadpoles.
I have really no idea what you're trying to insinuate.
My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack.
There we go.
Time to take Meekins down.
Startlingly realistic. All right.
Looks just like Professor Layton.
Could you tell me about your mommy? If it's okay.
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
Huh.
Oh no.
It's
Is
Lamero.
she Lamiro's daughter then?
Interesting.
There is a bit of a resemblance, if truth be told.
Now they've mentioned it. Yeah, the little curl of hair and the blue eyes. Huh.
Oh.
I'd not really thought of it, but now, yeah.
It's all coming together. On stage? You mean with your daddy?
Yep. She was always there with Zak and Valant, smiling.
And we're gonna get the picture now, I bet.
But then she went away.
Went away?
It was a grand illusion. But she made a mistake. She vanished. And I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Oh.
Oh. Why do we have to have such tragic backstories for sweet little children?
My heart!
Oh. Oh, my bones.
Emotional damage.
Oh, no.
Maybe so. And if you'll excuse me, I need to go pet a bunny or something.
Pet a bunny?
Here, I got one in my hat.
Oh, good.
At least it's in the hatch.
I cried then. A lot.
Yeah.
That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Sinister music. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Ah,
Very pretty.
yes. It's all coming together. This is your mother? She's beautiful.
Mind if I hang on
Wow,
to this
when you
Trucy
when I
for no
compare you to
reason?
her, it's like looking in a La Mirror.
Oh. Thalassa.
Her name's Thalassa. Thalassa Gramarye.
Oh, poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. If I had... You know, really, my tact in this situation has been a little lacking. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes.
Hey, Daddy. You won't...
Don't worry. I won't vanish. I promise.
Right! You can't even do magic! You're like a backup plan!
Oh, you precious little
She's so
bean.
savage! Absolutely savage! Oh my god!
Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
I guess all I rate as is a backup plan. I think that's probably enough for today.
I think so. Unfortunately, it's enough time for us as well. But I guess we could finish this little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit extra for you.
Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family.
We're family, and you're really rubbish, and I'm really great.
I just hope you're ready. The Wright Talent Agency opens tomorrow.
Oh my god.
But what? But are we representing anyone?
Me and you. That makes two, Daddy.
Oh, I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I've no talent.
Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way.
You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket.
Okay. I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy.
Welcome to the team, Daddy-O.
The team. Right.
Oh.
Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. I wasn't sure whether she was cute or emotionally devastating. Sometimes she was both, oftentimes in alternating sentences. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light in the darkness.
Bet you,
Kingdom
Daddy.
Hearts.
Oh, for
And
goodness.
there you ruined it.
ruined
And
it.
there he ruined it.
And on that note,
Oh, we got a check mark. We did one.
We got that one. Okay,
Huzzah.
that's fully
We're
done.
verified now.
Verified. Yes, but unfortunately, after that, I'm afraid our episode has come to an end. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching, guys. If you do like what we do, then please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. You'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. And in the meantime, if you need something to do, we've got plenty of other content on the channel. Check it out, share it with your friends.
Yeah.
And until next time, we'll see you again.
Catch you in the next one, everybody.
And remember, everyone, from the mouth of babes comes great wisdom and also heavy emotional damage. Goodbye!
Oh, Daddy, you're so dramatic.
Freaking hellfire! Savage by Trucy Wright.